shit. He's such a dad. He's such a brother. How is that even possible? Hey everyone, it's Megan and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome to my channel. So today we are watching Superman and Lois episode 1. Now, I decided to do this series after the second episode had already aired, and I will admit that I have seen both, but I wanted to just kind of do like a small reaction to both the first and second episode, and then real reactions will come in when the third episode airs. So it's actually a fun show, and I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner, and I apologize that I didn't, but I look forward to watching, the series with you all. So that's why I wanted to start off with episode 1 and 2, and then officially go into the reactions to, 3, 4, and the rest of the season. I'm also really excited that it got a second season, because I do enjoy this cast. They have done a good job with the episodes so far, so I'm very excited to see where the show goes, what they do. Also, when they finally do crossovers again, I'll be interested to see how they connect these, especially since Clark and Lois and Clark's kids are older, whereas when Crisis ended, I could have sworn that the kids were a lot younger. But I could have messed. I'm sorry, my brain just stopped working there for a second. I could have understood it wrong. That's what I'm looking for. I could have understood it wrong of what they were actually saying in in Crisis at the very end there. So, but I am very excited to see where they go with this series, especially in season 1, and where they can take it from there. Because it is a little bit of a different take on Superman and Lois and Clark. Because I don't think, I could be wrong, I haven't seen all the Superman things. I do know about, like, Lois, the Adventures of Lois and Clark, Smallville, the Brandon Routh Superman, the Henry Cavill Superman, and I don't think any of those have grown children. I don't know about the Christopher Reeves Superman, so please correct me if I'm wrong about this. I will gladly admit that. But I don't think any of the Superman live action, maybe, I also haven't seen any of the cartoon versions of Superman. But I don't think any of the live action cartoons have shown Lois and Clark with grown children. And if they are grown children, I don't think it was 2. Sorry, I just did that. But I don't think it was 2. I think it was just 1, and that was Jonathan, I believe. Again, I could be 100% wrong, but I just, but I do know this show is like a different take on it, because, they are, Lois and Clark are dealing with adolescence and trying to navigate, their jobs, and Clark being Superman with his teenage sons, not to mention that they're returning to Smallville, where Smallville has kind of been, like, ditched and someone else is taking over. So it's an interesting take on the Superman comic. So yeah. So now that I've gone on that, Before we get into the actual episode, if you are enjoying my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you want to see more of Superman and Lois, let me know. I will. I've already said I'm doing it, but I'd like to. I love to hear from you guys that you're enjoying the reactions that I'm doing. If you have anything you want to say about the episode or the reaction, feel free to comment down below. I love interacting with you guys in the comments. And yeah, be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And now, let's get into the episode. I have to say, I did like this. Kind of recaps everything that's happened for Clark from the day he arrived in Smallville to where he is now. So I do like that they did this in this small little recap versus just starting right off the bat of where they were. I know he died kind of early in Smallville, but I thought he died later on in the comics. Again, I don't watch I don't read the comics, so. And I love how they have like an older version of the Superman costume.
My most vivid memory of all.
Let me guess, Lois.
I love how you could just see in that moment how much he just fell in love with Lois.
I mean, he doesn't like America's pastime. It's like, actually, there was my first grade teacher, Lois, so I guess technically you can second. Always happy, always smiling.
You gotta love how he's proud and she's like, oh shit. Also, what is it with shows? Because this show is doing it. I don't know if it's just my TV or what, but this show does it, and then the one Chicago shows do it, where it's just everything is louder but the people talking. So it's like the dialogue. Whenever people talk, it's like super soft, but the music and everything else is like super loud. It's like I don't understand why that is. And it drives me crazy. They should be the same, same level of sound. She's so good. She keeps him in check, and I love it. He's like, okay, you can go now.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
okay.
On the phone.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, congrats. Stay. Okay, thanks.
He's such a dad.
Wow. You're a pretty good Superman. Superman's boring. I'm rating it.
Ooh, that one hurts.
See, manager.
Everyone duct taped you to attract it. Yeah, but life's a little different in Smallville than it is in Metropolis.
Okay, well,
He's not wrong about that.
if you need anything, you want to talk. Yeah.
And everyone duct taped him to a tractor. Oh, can we get a flashback of that, please? Well, I love that he has a picture of Lois, a pregnant Lois, on his as a screensaver or as a screen. It's so adorable. I'm also kind of sad that they kill her off. We would have loved to see his relationship with his mother.
Are we going out?
I think we're overdue.
Right, it's a Smallville. A place where you can spend a full year in one afternoon.
Depends on how you look at it, Lois.
Is that how you're going dressed today?
Say the wrong thing to one person. The whole world knows who I am.
You trusted Lois and her dad.
Your father agrees with me.
Well, now we care what my dad thinks.
Like I said, I'm so upset that they killed her off. I would have loved to have seen his relationship with his mother. And Lois Lane.
You hurry.
Someone's spitting.
You'll have time to go inside and change into a completely different person.
Oh, he's such a brother.
The one with the permascal over there, that's...
I'm really sorry about your grandma. She was really special. Madeline saw you on his Facebook page.
Little girl.
Oh,
I love her.
how are you holding up?
I could really use a drink, actually.
I didn't think you guys would have remembered me from that summer.
Of course, we would. It would change your...
Everything.
What my brother's trying to say is that whatever you're doing is totally working for you.
Well, we still get puberty in Smallville. Although, self-reflex. I think I can do that.
I like her.
We just get a lot done with this whole edge proposal from Steve.
What is Morgan Edgeworth with Smallville?
Oh, boy.
He's interested in the coal mine to produce alternative energy.
Yeah,
A lot of folks back to work around here.
He's all about
See, people like you live in Smallville. And you think in the past you feel bad for him, right? People like him on the edge, though. Well, see, he looks at Smallville and he sees the future.
does he though?
It's a good thing we don't have to worry about that anymore. We haven't made any decisions about the farm yet, Kyle. Your mother has.
What does that mean? Kyle, go get the girls.
Lana, you need to like whack him upside his head every so often. He is not a nice guy. But I do love that they brought Lana into this.
Yeah, your dad's right. Pretty much everything here can tell you.
Because it wasn't until Smallville that I actually realized that Lana was an actual character.
No, but her dad told us all these stories about growing up here.
Poor Jordan thinks that
There's
she's...
a bonfire tomorrow. At the old Schuster mine. Hit me up if you want to go, but I can't guarantee I won't get you into a little.
Got it.
Poor Jordan.
On the router. Helen's grandma thing when you got there. I got it.
Trying to be the tough guy there.
Jordan, be careful.
I do like Jordan. He's adorable.
I don't know what that was all about. Shouldn't have lost my cool with Kyle.
Do you think he's right? Should I have come back to Smallville more often?
No, Clark, he's not working. Your mom. It's not working. Got it.
Oh. Oh. Also, I have to say, I do like that Jonathan just like leapt in to protect Jordan. I like when I first saw that, I was like, I don't know, I was emotional because it was so sweet to see that he just like, it wasn't one of those things where he was trying to like push Jordan out of the way. It was more he was just trying to like leap on top of Jordan to protect him, and I don't know. I really like that, and it makes me like really love their brother relationship so much more. Because even though they pick on each other, or rather, Jonathan picks on Jordan, he'd still be willing to, you know, die for him. And I love that. I love that when it comes to sibling relationships, but that's just me. Also, it's interesting the way he scanned to see them, and that's not how they look. Yeah, I mean, if I was them, I'd be confused too. How on earth did they survive that, and how on earth do they only just have mild concussions? Like, how is that even possible?
Great. Angel just said that I might not be starting anymore because I missed practice all week. Seriously?
Honestly, that should be ridiculous because there was a death in his family. They shouldn't penalize him for that. Yeah, she is. She is 100% right.
That's right. When I get married, I tried.
No, but Clark Kent does. Go off, Lane. I don't like. I'm not a fan of this Sam Lane. I'm hoping maybe it changes, but right now it's just like he cares more about Superman saving the world than he does about his daughter's family. Like, I don't get that. I really don't.
Two, the car was a press up. Nobody was hurt, not a scratch. It was the strangest thing. Again, lots of strange
Interesting.
things back then.
Also, the mention of Pete. Kind of hope we'll get to see Pete.
My mom figured this out years ago.
Her first.
It's never a good idea when the boys go snooping.
You really think Dad's hiding something from us?
I mean, Jonathan's not wrong. It is a possibility.
Put your finger in that. What? Hear that?
It's also interesting how they've changed the barn a bit. But there's still that secret compartment in the barn where they can hide the ship.
This is literally just a wall cellar. It's probably Grandpa's old tool storage or something.
And of course, the boys are like, what on earth is
What is
this?
that thing?
Why are you touching it?
Oh my god. Whatever it is. Not from Kansas.
Gotta love that line. Not from Kansas. I have super smell too. You know that breed.
I do have super smell, by the way. I just don't use it very often. Yeah.
Seen Superman before. We've seen it.
Really? Because if you'd seen him, you would notice that he looks quite like your father, just without glasses. I didn't notice Jonathan's face. Oh my god, that was so great. Jonathan's like, holy crap, and then Jordan, he doesn't have that like shock look, but I did not notice Jonathan's face.
When your father first told me, I didn't understand either.
And this is why he didn't want to tell them, Lois.
What are you doing?
What?
Hey!
Oh,
My girlfriend!
What the hell is your
What are you doing?
It doesn't even matter. Relax.
Girlfriend?
I would have gotten around to it. Sorry.
What? Hey,
her boyfriend reacted way too.
What the hell are you doing? You know what towels I had to randomly DM to find out what his party was?
Way too aggressive.
I really don't want to get my face in it. Aren't you curious? I know so much about you, Keller.
I want to know why you care so much about him. Can I just say that I love that the fight Superman was having with this unknown person and the fight that his kids were having were like happening simultaneously, especially how they did it in the show. I really liked how they did that. How they made them happening at the exact same time. I mean, because chances are they were. But I mean, like, they did the cross between the two, and I really like that. It's like Jonathan knows that it was Jordan.
Manifesting very differently than I did.
We're gonna help you get through this, okay?
Yeah, it's probably like cars were indestructible and had giant death lasers of sunlight.
Really, Jonathan? Really? But he's the brother thing to do. You don't mess with Mama Lois.
Apologize to your brother.
Of course, he's not going to tell her that he almost died.
But I think she was right.
I love how he's shocked about that. He's like, really? She's agreeing with me? Really?
I should have never kissed you last night.
Wow. That is awkward.
And now I'm walking away.
We didn't know about Sean.
If those two don't,
It's all right.
you know, have a will they, won't they friendship, relationship, I'll be very sad because they're adorable. Super adorable.
This just confirms what I've known to be true all along. Yeah? My skills on the field, legit. Come on.
About staying here a little longer than any of us planned.
Like a couple days or something?
Indefinitely?
Or like, permanently?
Superman things?
Like how to attach a plow to a tractor.
Seriously.
Those fields aren't gonna plow themselves.
Okay, but Dad, we have questions. We just found out our dad's Superman. I mean, thousands and thousands of questions.
I'll start the upgrades to your armor right away, Captain Luthor.
Okay. So when I first saw that, I was very confused by it. I'm still a little bit confused, but we'll get into that in the next episode. But I do have to say that I did really... I always enjoyed that. I mean, it is a little bit darker. It is a little bit darker than Supergirl, which is very, kind of interesting. And I'm not sure how I like about the darkness of it. Like, color-wise, I should say that. The color-wise is darker than, you know, like Supergirl. And I think that's because it's supposed to be like a different type of tone, which I get. But I'm not sure how much I like the darker tone and coloring, but we'll see going forward. But I have enjoyed this. This has been so cute, and I really like seeing the Kent family all together, sons and Lana, and Lois. Though Clark has something with the L's. I mean, his first girlfriend was Lana Lang. Now his wife is Lois Lane. It's like what big on the L's. So it's really kind of cute. I do enjoy it. I've said that. I do enjoy it. And that end scene was just so cute, with the boys being like, "We have so many questions. We just found out our father was Superman. And then he's like, "I'm going to teach you how to actually farm the land and not answer any of those questions." It was kind of funny. But also, I don't know. One thing that I'm not 100% sure I truly understand is the whole beams situation. It's like the way that Clark saw it, the two were like not together. They were next to each other, but not like on top of each other. When he pulled the beam off, was it Jordan was at the bottom, and Jonathan was at the top. But then when they explained it, Jordan moved them over. Just, I understand it was to make us think that Jonathan was the one with the powers and not Jordan, but it's like my brain can't process how that worked. You know? But and like I said, I'll speak more about Captain Luther in the next episode because I have so many questions. Then you got Sam Lane. I want to smack him right now because, as I had mentioned earlier in the video, he seems to care more about Superman and what Superman can do to save the world and help him out than worrying about, Clark being there for his daughter and his grandkids. I don't like that about Sam, and maybe that's how Sam was always written, because Sam Lane was another one that I never really knew existed until Smallville. Because, when I watched the adventures of Lois and Clark, it's like I don't ever remember there being a mention of Sam Lane. I don't think I ever really watched the Superman movies. But I mean, like, my general knowledge of Superman and those in his life, certain characters, I'm like, did they exist? I don't remember them. So that's where I'm at with certain things. And I know I shouldn't base all my knowledge on Smallville, but I'm just saying that, like, certain characters I didn't know existed, popped up in Smallville. Because Smallville was about Clark Kent in his, like, teen years before he officially became Superman. So, like, that involves some of, like, his high school friends, his high school life. And so while a good amount of the characters that they brought to him in and out, they were just kind of within the show, but there are certain characters that they did, keep the same. Like, you had Lana Lang, you had Lois Lane, Peter, I believe, was his friend. I could be wrong about that one. You can correct me. I think Peter was his friend. The only character that I know that was written in specifically for Smallville was Chloe Sullivan. She didn't exist beforehand. And you had Lex Luthor, Lionel Luthor, Martha Kent, Jonathan Kent. So it's like these characters I know exist within Superman, whereas Chloe Sullivan didn't until Smallville happened. And then they wrote her into the comics. So, like, things like that. But also, again, I stated it earlier, I don't understand what it is with shows making the dialogue so soft, and then the music and the action and, the effect noise so much louder. It's like, it should all be the same amount unless something is specifically supposed to be louder. Like if it's an explosion and people are talking, I can understand that being a little bit louder. But when it's general music in a scene, if it's a hell of a lot louder than the dialogue, and it's only supposed to be like background music, it takes it away. It takes away from the show. And just like the freaking commercials, but that's been a thing forever. But it drives me crazy, and I don't know if it drives anyone else crazy, that shows do this. They make the dialogue so soft, but everything else so much louder. But yeah, so, alright, that's my little rant for the day. But if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a like. If you enjoyed my content, please be sure to subscribe. If you have anything you want to say about the episode or the reaction, please comment down below. And be sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And until next time, bye guys.